coming down with 7 picks. It's the Rams and the Ravens, next on EA Sports.
The rain is falling. The fans are... Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4.
They're on 21-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running.
And now off to the races, down the right side. He may go. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 69 yards. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. It doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
He'll buy some time right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, What's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now we get a timeout as they tend to an injured player, and looks like that's their receiver, Christian Watson. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentrate.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1-yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
It's just a disaster. You go back to the 6. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Room past the 35. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Bijan Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense coming back out. There's Van Jefferson leading them. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stafford now to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, their defense got him a football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Man, I was expecting to come like an auctioneer. We got two, right here 3.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw is Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 71 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Set. 21.
Stafford on 1st down. Complete. Jefferson to target. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is fielded at the 27. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep it right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown! Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Stafford's throw into the hands of Henry here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Jackson on first down. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, report.
Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now it's Crowder. So we're at halftime here in the inner. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And the half will begin with a touchback. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make
touchdown Rams. Jamison Crowder, 47 yards. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all capped off on the touchdown reception by Jamison Crowder. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get this down to the 10. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll run with Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Robinson again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. On the option right is Jackson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Stafford. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fielded at about the 28. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Big strides, look at him go. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now it's Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Forward.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson, option right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Right side, there's Likely with it. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Robinson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Rams ready to go on offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Stafford. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it.
There he goes left side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He has been a factor in a multitude of ways. Over 100 yards rushing. He's approaching that number in the receiving category, too.
And you know why I've always respected guys who can have these types of games? As a runner, you're going through a pile. People are raking at the football all the time. Your hands take a beating, okay? And to be able to still go out and catch the football in open field after going through that guy's dynamite.
He's been dynamite in this game so far. We'll see defensively if they have an answer, because they need to come up with something. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. The quick feet by Jackson. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cobb. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Ready.
3rd and 2. To throw is Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clear.